I'm thinking about shutting the door before I leave, but then the cats would jump in the window and make sure.
Boy, Brian, you were quick on that, wasn't you? Good morning, Brian. Well, it's Sunday. I usually don't do Sundays. Wanted to get it on here and say Happy Mother's Day to all you mamas out there and daddies that step in to play mommy's role. Brian said Happy Mother's Day. She says she's going to try to have a happy Mother's Day, but she can't promise it. We're still letting her slave over the stove.
Now that I have one that works.
I know, with all that money I got, I should be able to buy her some real good flowers. Oh, I agree with that, Cartel. Yes, she'd be about almost 95 now, 94, 95. Morning, Miss Kitty. Sorry I had a mouthful of pills. Happy Mother's Day. I am married. I've been with my wife for 21 years. And speaking of the boss, here she comes.
Hi, all you mothers. Have a good day. Love y'all.
See Miss Kitty throwing your
Yeah,
hearts.
I
She
see
seen you
that.
coming in there.
I seen that.
She was putting them hearts before you even sat down.
Well, I'm going to go to church, so I'll be good, daughter, and go. I'd go every Sunday if I could. Every day if I could, really.
Yeah, that's my wife right there. Thank you. I don't look at the outside beauty. I look at the inside beauty. And to me, that's the main thing. I don't care if she looked like Shanny as long as she had a good heart. Miss Kitty said, enjoy your day.
I'll try to. You too, Miss Kitty. I'll try my hardest. I think my keys are giving me fleas.
Well, I just happen to say that name because, you know, I don't care if you're a big woman, a little woman, or whatever. All women need love. And if they got a good, I mean, I've dated big women. I've dated a woman bigger than Shanny,
I seen some.
and she had a heart of gold. What tasks are you giving me?
Drink more water.
Kiss my wife. I do that every single day, buddy, when I wake up. See, you got her going. Now she wants another one. Say thanks. Appreciate it. You owe me one.
To either them or
Because I
you.
got to do this.
You don't gotta do nothing.
Love you, baby.
I love you too. Love you guys. You don't gotta do nothing, honey.
Honey, you still got almost a half hour. Okay, I'm just making sure you know. Yeah, with the kids in the room, stop all that hanky panky. No, they're in their room. Kids are in their own rooms. Yeah, exactly, Miss Kitty. I'll repeat what Miss Kitty said. I don't think Shanny would look ugly if she wasn't so ugly on the inside. Yes, it's the inside that counts. You know, a lot of you guys look for some fucking hot little 12 on the Richter scales. But I've seen a lot of big, beautiful women who have bad hearts, bad souls, but bad everything. There are some gorgeous looking women out there that just thinks their shit don't stink. Well, I got news for everybody. Everybody stinks. Everybody's shit stinks. Who's toothless, me or Vaughn? Oh, yeah, Shanny. You should stand, bro. Is that what you were trying to say? Yeah, but Piper, Miss Kitty's not talking about the outside. She's talking about the inside, the heart, the mind, the soul. You can find ugly women with great souls. Then you can find beautiful women with bad souls. Yeah, you're talking about the outside. We're talking about the inside. There is a big difference. Well, you could say whatever you want, McGregor. We all have our own choices. We all have our own choices on what we like and what we prefer. And I mean, everybody is who they are. I've been with some fine looking women, but they had bad personalities, bad sense of humor, no heart. What we're both saying, McGregor, is true. Not just you. You ain't the truther. Don't be a shallow Hal. Remember the movie Shallow Hal? Have you seen it? Go watch it once. Then come back and talk to me on my show about it. Shallow Hal wants a gal. Are you getting turned on by watching me kiss my wife?
Who?
This Bubba guy.
Boo-boo?
Yeah, I think he's weird too. Is that you, Bobby? That's the only thing it could be. Little Bobby, huh? Because he just wrote hi, bro. Is that you, Bobby?
Oh, yeah.
Did you finally figure out how to get on my YouTube channel? As I started the show yesterday, people, till I had to emergency get off the computer. I'm sorry for that. Things happen, things got to go down. My new addition to the house. A nice little 2 or 3 toker. Come with plenty of screens. I broke it in yesterday, get it going. I can find out if you are Bobby. I ask funny questions on Facebook when people get on there and try to become friends with me, and I don't literally know them. If you don't tell me you're from YouTube, I won't know you're from YouTube, and I will probably delete you. But if you say you know me through family, friends, whatever, I will literally ask you a question of how you would really know me. And usually my friends, each and every one of them, will know exactly where we met, how we met. As I keep calling him Bobby. Bobby, you do remember the first place we met. You know what the first beer was that we had at 16 years old. So if Bobby was trying to become friends with me on Facebook, I would ask him, what's the first beer me and him had together? He knows what it is. He knows where it came from. Am I still putting out there, people? Because I ain't seen no one put anything but him, and that was 10 minutes ago. Or did I freeze up? Nope, I'm still here. My son bought me a 420 vape. Holy cow, 2 hits and I was done. Been a long time since I've smoked. Yeah, that's how it works, Miss Kitty. Morning, Roland. Yes, we do like our new place, farm. It is definitely cool.
You can feel it every day.
I feel it every day. I feel the beautiful wind coming in my window right now. It's 15-mile-an-hour winds coming through here right now. Don't even have an air conditioner in the window. Now, Larry did stick his air conditioner in his window last night. But you got to remember, he's in the back of the house. He's got a little piece of a mountain there blocking his view. All he can see is the mountain. So the mountain's going to block his wind and everything.
Our room's hot too.
Bro, sit your wife's side. What? Are you Bobby? Mr. G? Put my wife on my side? You sound more like a Nate than you do a G. See, that's what confuses me. A lot of people come in here with different names, and you literally get on here, talk to me, go switch names, and come right back in the same thing and talk or something else. She's got enough kisses for today. My wife is trying to get ready for church. She can't sit around and kiss all day. We have children here at home. She is a mother. She is a person who is very busy person. And if you have a wife or a girlfriend, you could probably find out she's a very busy person too. Yes, I am Christian. Well, I can't say that. I can't say I'm Christian. No. Do I believe in God? Yes. Do I believe in Jesus? Yes. I'm not a Christian. I'm not a Catholic. I'm not a Baptist. I'm not a Holy Roller. I'm not a Mormon. I'm not a Latter day Saint. I have no idea what religion I am. I do believe there is a God and I believe there is a Jesus.
Well, honey, what you trying to do? Fill your water? You give me?
Like today, the wife's going to a Baptist church. She started going a couple of weeks ago. She likes it. She's comfortable with the people. So whatever makes her comfortable, if she feels. She went to one of the Holy Rollers a couple months back. She'd never been to one before. And she went to one. She's like, never again.
I've been to a couple, but that church is.
You don't have to belong to a certain religion to be a Christian. Thank you, Miss Kitty. See, and that's what I'm saying. I don't know what religion you would call me. I believe in God. That's the main thing. And I believe in Jesus Christ. I used to go to a church a lot, and then I just literally started slowing down and quit going. I'd sit at home and talk to God myself.
That's what I said.
I don't need no preacher to help me talk to my Father.
Nobody helps.
Me and God has a one-on-one conversation, not one on 100. Kind of feel sorry for Von Hilton. He's got gods. He's got to listen to three of them. Hell, I got only one God, and it's hard to listen to him. Bro, anytime sleep and live, go home, outside, show your village. Yeah, it feels like a little village. Your spelling and talking is definitely off, Mr. G. Bro, anytime sleep and live, go home, outside, show your village. Show your garden. I don't have a garden. We just moved in here. We ain't been here 2 weeks.
He has one garden that he can see almost all the time.
Yeah, I got one garden I can see any day, every day, if I want. But, it only grows so much. Sorry, G. Can't show the garden, buddy. Neither one. Can't show the wife's garden, and I'm definitely not showing you my plant garden, because I'd be raided before the week was up. He is, Brian. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out who he is, to tell you the truth. Tell you the truth, I think it might be J-Dubs. He's the only queer I know that would want to see my garden. And he probably wants to see my garden, not the wife's garden. Is that you, John Way? Wanting to see the big purple one? $18 viewers on a Sunday morning. That's pretty good. Wasn't nobody else live this morning, so I figured I'd at least get on here and say Happy Mother's Day to all the women out here, everybody, even some of you men who has played mommy role, because I know there are men out there that does do that nowadays. Oh, really? Yeah, thank you, Florida. You know why. He says it's okay, Miss Kitty. It's a little small. He don't get his real dresser back, so we had to switch dressers with him. Besides that, he says it'll work for him. He's only here for 2.5 months, so. Bye, baby. Love you. I ain't never gonna forget you. Get some milk while you're out. So he kind of likes it, Miss Kitty. It works. As long as he's got a bed and he's got food in his mouth, he's happy. Hi, Holly. Welcome to the Sunday show. Big Larry's getting popular. I'm doing so many shows every day. Looks like I'm a 7-day a week guy now. It was 5 days a week. Now I'm doing 7. Yesterday there was an interruption. I had to get off. It's okay, Holly. We like it. It works. Roof over our head. We don't have to answer to Von Hilton for nothing. Light bills are cheaper. I can call a DoorDash now and they will deliver to us. Instead of living between 2 mountains, I now live on the mountain. I notice we get a lot more wind up here. Told the wife the other day this would be a great place to fly a kite. Because we always got wind up here. Had a few mice in here. Cats have already eliminated them. Seen no cockroaches. We've seen a couple ant trails. So we're killing the ants already. Happy Mother's Day to everybody that I have not said Happy Mother's Day to. Holly. If you're a mother, Happy Mother's Day. Morning Blue Lamp. I don't know if you all know it, but I also go by Snowman 707. I know you guys all know me as Big Larry. I'm also on their Snowman 707. And if y'all know my cousin Ronnie Ray, he's Snowman 606. Okay. Yeah, well, we were trying to figure who you are because, I do get some new people in here. I do have a couple of trolls that try to troll me. Yeah, I got your text. I don't know if you've been to some of my shows, but I like to come here and say good morning to everybody, make sure everybody's alive, doing okay. Get our morning started, smoke me a morning painkiller, have a cup of coffee, Sometimes I have breakfast, take my meds. I lay in my bed and get my morning started. Then I get up out of the bed and take a shower and go to the bathroom and might have been my dad. Yeah, I was always called Snowman going through school because of my last name Frost. So they used to call us Snowman, Frosty the Snowman. And it kind of stuck with me. Like I said, I grew up in Toledo. Ronnie Ray, he grew up in Hamilton. Hamilton was the same way. They called him Frosty the Snowman because of his last name. And that's how they stuck with us. A lot of people say, well, do you know Jack Frost? I literally can look at him and say, yeah, he's my uncle. I do have a uncle, great uncle, named Jack Frost. So how is the mountain man from the big city? I'm doing pretty good, David. I really am. Thank you for asking. I've been catching a couple of your shows, and that's been doing okay. You know, I miss the big cities from the restaurants and all the people and people we used to hang with and this and that. But I don't miss all the bullshit that comes with the big cities too. You know, I know we moved into the city, but it's a small city. Morning, Arnold. We wasn't real big. Toledo's not real. It ain't no Cincinnati or Columbus, but or Cleveland. I think we're just about the same size as Cleveland. I ain't for sure. I think Columbus, which is our capital in Ohio, is the biggest. And then I think it's Cincinnati, and then between Ohio, Toledo and Cleveland would be the third biggest city in Ohio. Yeah, I seen that. You know, I seen another one, not of yours, David, but there was, I think it was the Geek Room or somebody was doing one, and they were talking to some girl that she must have been on his channel. He opened it up and she came in and she had that rebel flag behind her. Boy, he didn't like that, did he? I got more footage, but I want to wait and see what DoorDash says. Yes, that's what I would do too. Is that who it was? I don't know who it was, David. I kind of just quick glanced it and I heard him cussing her out about that rebel flag. And I'm going to say it clear as day, people. If my rebel flag is hanging and if you don't like it, sorry about your luck. There's the other channels to go to. I hang up what I want in my house. If I want a picture of Farrah Fawcett Majors behind me, fucking stripped down naked, then that's what I will post. It is my live streams, not theirs. It's just like week ago, 2 weeks ago, Miss Kitty did a live interview with me. Miss Kitty's the one that opened the channel. She let me and Andrea come in. Before I even went online, I asked Miss Kitty, and she's here. She'll tell you, is it okay if I record without a shirt on? Is it all right if I'm in your show without a shirt on? I do not want to disrespect her show at all. Just like I don't expect any of you all to disrespect mine. Yes, the Confederate flag. I'm sorry, not the rebel. The Confederate flag means different to each and every one of us. Exactly. I do own two of them, a little one and a big one, and I'm not going to lie about it. I also own at least 8 more flags, starting with the one behind me. The big maple leaf flower on it. Thank you, Canada. I have the American flag one. I have the American flag with Jesus picking up the bottom of the American flag, looking out under it. I have American flag with the man picking it up and the rebel flags up under the American flag. I mean, my wife has a Donald Trump flag. I mean, we have all different kinds of flags. We hang them. I'd like to have 10 flag poles and hang them all outside on my flag poles. My opinion about the Confederate flag, it's a flag that we flew way back when the South was against the North. I think the fight was over slavery. I ain't for sure. Like I said, ask Von Hilton. He says I'm only in 6th grade. Maybe he might know. But I heard it was over the slavery. I got news for every one of us. Every one of us has time or another. If you're bagging grocery for $3.35 an hour and the guy next door to you here is making $5 an hour, you're a slave. Hell, you're a slave at $5 an hour. If you work for somebody, you're a slave. You are working to make money, to pay your rent, to pay for your food, and to pay for all the little luxuries that you want. Every one of us has been a slave, and I don't care what color you are. Unless you're a Rockefeller or the King of England or someone like that, someone that was born into money. Well, we should definitely have one in our museum to show that, it's history. That's it. It's history. I think if people want to still fly them, so does that mean if I fly my Christian flag outside, is all my neighbors going to get mad at me and make me take it down? Know what I'd tell them? Suck the big purple one. My yard, I put up what I want. If I want to paint a fucking naked woman in my front yard on my lawn, I can do that because it's my yard. Yeah, so that Confederate flag could stand for anything. It could stand for the General Lee. You know, Dukes of Hazzard. They took that off the air because of that flag. You know, I'm sitting here been thinking about it. Slavery. So white men brought American men, African men, over on a big old ship. They fed them, they clothed them, they bring them to the United States. They have them build houses for them to live in. They grow gardens for they can eat on. Hell, I do that every day. Maybe I should file charges against the government. I've been in slavery all my life. David, we have a Confederate park in Lafayette County. Morning, Wood Hippie. Yes, some places still do fly them, yes. You know, that's a good thing I like about it because we can get on here and we can literally talk about anything. As long as I don't get kicked off YouTube, we can talk about anything in my book. I mean, a lot of you don't agree with me, and some of you do, so it don't matter. Like I've said, we are all, every one of us is totally different. Yeah, so in my book, everybody's been a slave at least once. If you worked for chump change for some company, if you worked for Hershey, Pennsylvania in the 1830s and 40s when they were making candy bars or whenever they started, you were working for what? 10 cents a day? And he's selling 150, 200,000 bars of candy every day. He made a killing. They didn't call it slavery, they call it work. That's my opinion. So does that mean we are still running slavery today? Because we got a lot of people out there picking tomatoes and cotton and corn, lettuce, cabbage, pumpkins, you name it. Them farmers are slaves. They're out there farming it and slaving their asses off just to make sure we all get to eat. I saw the Confederate flag on the Dukes of Hazzard quite a bit. Yeah, it's on the top of their car. Yes, it depends how far you take slavery. You know, white men come to America and they try to take over everything. They even made Indians slaves. Then, when the Indians got tired of it, they started slaughtering them. They slaughtered the men and pregnized the women. Thank you, white man. I don't know. First people on Earth were from Africa. They don't make nothing off them casinos compared to what they had, Stephen. I'd rather have the land than them casinos. I'm kind of agree with the movie Yellowstone. That land's worth more than any price that you could pay. I love the wilderness. I love the quietness. I love to see nature. Yeah, you're right. There was Native Americans that made slaves out of their other tribes. And then they go over there and kidnap some of them younger girls and they bring them back over and made them part of their tribe. His fifth or sixth wife. Okay, it might have been the Indians that taught them how to do it, David. I don't know. I'm only a sixth grader. I'm still learning. There's a lot of you guys out there that are pretty smart people. And that's why I love to get on here and talk about stuff like this because you guys can help me knowledge my sixth grade brain. But it might be a sixth grade brain, but I don't need my fingers to count, Von Hilton. 325's what, Vaughn? Use your fingers. The answer is 75. 3/4 is 75 cents, Von Hilton. So 3 times 25 is 75. Von Hilton, I might have a sixth grade education on everything but math. You might have a 15th degree in everything but math. And what's the main thing that you need in life? Math. I'm sorry, if you cannot add money, then you're in trouble. Because money is what makes this world turn. You need money to eat on. You need money to pay for your roof over your head, your lights, your gas, your car. You name it, money. Money can get you almost anything you want. Money. You know, not to bring this subject up, but, God says worship, first commandment. God says, worship no other gods besides me. I don't know how to look at that. So is he literally telling us there's other gods? What are the other gods? Where are the other gods? Me personally, I think the other gods are greed, money. In other words, don't worship the money. Don't worship greed. Don't worship something that you can't have. You know, like I said, I don't know much about it. So maybe that'll be something I'll bring up in another show one day. We'll all sit down and have that topic talk. The book of Psalms says we are gods too. We are all God's people. Oh, we are gods. No, I think we image of God. Or the image that God wanted to be, or he says that he made Jesus in the likeness of him. Or are we all gods because we got a brain and we can use it and we can figure out things and figure how to make things and do things? You had nothing to be sorry about, Robbie. You just, like I said, we all learn. We all get on here and learn. David, are you the one that gets on there and does that Christian call-in show too? Or is that another David I've been seeing? I might be getting you two confused. Yes, Jesus said that if you call yourself gods, then why do you stone me? I don't call myself a god. I'm just a little peasant trying to get by this world and the time I live in it. I wouldn't want to be a god. It might be another one I'm thinking. No, David, I'm saying that you got a show that you have people call in. That must be that other guy, that other David thing I seen. And I'm getting you two confused. Yeah, that's not you. That's what I figured. I'm getting you and him confused a little bit. I thought about calling his show and talking to that guy. He might be able to answer some of the questions I got. He might also make me dumber. I don't know. As long as I don't get as dumb as Von Hilton, I'll be okay. And y'all know the wife's gone, so I can talk freely. The boss is gone. The boys don't squeal on me, so. Yeah, see, it's been a long, long time since I've been in the Bible reading it like that. Yeah, but just because we're his sons don't mean that we are gods too. We don't become gods until we take power. To me, we're just little peasants. We're just his kids. We're his little prince getting ready to become king. Well, yeah, I didn't think Jesus would be the only son because he had to make Adam and Eve. He literally gave life to each and every woman in their bellies to let each person be born. Yes, Robbie. Shit. Excuse my language. Yeah, none of us know until we die. That is when our truth faith comes in. Yep, exactly, Robbie. And if we're wrong, we're just worm bait or ashes in the wind. That's kind of what I was thinking too, David. Yeah, we really have nothing to lose, but a whole lot to gain. It says we will gain eternal life. Thank you.
Yes.
You ain't Arnold.
I thought you yelled first both.
No, I just yelled Arnold because I thought you were still sleeping.
Oh.
How you doing?
Fine.
Come around and say hi. Because you know your dad's doing a live. You know I always do. I told you there.
Yeah.
All you have to do is wave and say hi.
Hi.
How's college?
It's going fine.
That's the college boy. He's home. As you can tell, he don't have long hair like his brother. There's donuts in there and pop and milk and whatever else. Unless you're ready for a cup of coffee. I mean, you're 20 now. Unless you want to try coffee, there's coffee in there.
Actually, I did try coffee while I was in college. I didn't.
You tried coffee in college?
Yeah.
Didn't like it? If you drink it black or sugar or cream or
Drink it black.
try it with cream and sugar.
All right. I'll take note of that.
Take note of that. Now, Larry, you know they make all different kinds of creamers. You can get it like a vanilla flavor or, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Holidays, you can get pumpkin flavor and spice and, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And the sugar makes it where it's not so bitter. Yes, it is, Robbie. %90 of us do, Robbie. I'm running backwards, Robbie. That should have been said the first thing. None of us are perfect, Robbie. He will forgive us for all of our sins. There's only one sin that he will not forgive you for, and I have been trying to find it in the Bible, and I can't find it because I've read it once somewhere. The only sin he will not forgive you for is suicide. He will not forgive you for taking your own life. But everything else he can forgive you for. Bash it against the Holy Spirit. New Testament. Okay, Robbie, I'll have to look that up. You know, since I have been bedridden lately, you know, and that's what I should be doing. I literally should be picking that Bible up every single day and going through it. As y'all notice, coffee gone. Mr. Dr. Pepper's being opened. Go ahead, Miss Kitty's not yelling, water, water, water. You know, I don't live a perfect life. I'm not a perfect little angel. I mean, there are some that I believe in. Not you should not break. You know, like the first one is there is no other God but him. You know, I don't know how the sexual thing is through the Bibles. You know, like you're supposed to marry her first before you do anything with her. Well, I sure don't want to get a lemon when I'm looking for, you know, an apple. I do not believe in adultery. Let's put it that way. I do not believe in adultery. I think if you married a woman, you should be with that woman. If you can't make it, then you divorce and then you go on and do what you got to do. But when I told my wife I said I do, I meant I do. I will not cheat on her, and there ain't a woman out there that would make me. I didn't marry my wife for her looks. I married my wife for her heart. Did I know she had these disabilities? Not really. Mary? Yeah, I am married, Robbie. Honestly, we just celebrated our 14th anniversary, and I've been with her for 21 years. Yeah. Yep, and that's why you didn't last. You started talking to her about Joseph. You know, I went that way for a while, Robbie. I was in that kind of religion and all. Latter day Saints. They were a nice church. They were good people, friendly, comfortable. But when they started saying I should give them 10% of what I bring in every month, it was like they're asking me to hand them $200 every month out of my money before I pay all my bills, before I pay anything. And then if I can't pay my bills, then they'll pay them for me. To me, I feel like I'm robbing the church. Yeah. It's just like say people are all different. Every one of us are. A lot of us have different beliefs. A lot of us have the same beliefs. There might even be a few crazy ones out there that's watching right now that does think the Earth's flat, just like Von Hilton. I'm one of the guys that think it's round. Yes. I didn't even look. Was anybody else live when I got on this morning? I don't know. I didn't even look. I was on earlier today and seen the one that I was talking about earlier. And then I got off for a while and got some coffee in me, went and used the restroom, come crawled back up in bed, turned it on. Was playing poker last night, won $80 million. I wish it was real. I'd like to do that one day. If I could do that, that's something I'd like to do. I'd like to go to a casino somewhere and get into one of them cash games or be online like Mr. Moneymaker did. I think that's what his name was. Mr. Moneymaker won a tournament playing on it at home on his computer, won a tournament, and they invited him to come and play in a real tournament, live TV, and won it. I'd love to be. I'd be just happy to win it on the computer and go on TV. Sit with some of them big boys. Before we even sit down to play the game, people, I'm going to get some kind of folder or book or something, and I'm going to get everyone's signatures, especially if they're known. There are a few people up there that play pretty good. You got to remember, there's only 52 cards. Sometimes I get on there with some good players. Then I get on there sometimes with some people that just don't know how to play. Last night, winning that 80 million, I had to go through 9 people to get it, and I beat them. And that second to the last, them last 2 were the hard ones because we all got used to each other and how we bidded, what we bidded on, and everything. You sit and play cards with someone 3-4 hours. You know what he's got. You can tell by the way he looks at you, the way he talks, the way everything, the way he treated them cards. You can tell what people's got. You know, a couple people went in all in last night. They might have been bluffing me. But, you know, when you're just holding 2 cards and nothing flat down and you're betting $10 million, I'm out of there. Especially when I'm holding the 4-7 or 4-9 or some garbage hand. Now, if I was holding a pair of aces, pair of kings, queens, maybe even the jacks, I'd stayed in. If he happened to hit my card on that flop, he was losing that hand. But then you got to look at how many people folded. I mean, you guys play cards, I guess. I mean, some of you probably do. I got into playing Texas Hold'em. I went one time when I lived up in Ohio. A friend of mine told me. I told him, man, I like to play poker. He's like, well, hey, we get together with my friends every weekend and we play. Oh, do we? Okay. You allowed to take people with you? Oh, yeah. But we don't take change with us. We all just throw $5 in a jar. There'd be about 6 or 8, 10 of us all around the table. The last man standing takes the jar. Sounds good. My first time there, I won 2 times. The following week, I won 2 times. They told me not to come back. They couldn't handle the pressure. They told me not to come back. Told him not to bring me back to their party no more. That I was cleaning house on them guys. You sit and start playing with people and get to know how they play. You know what they bid on. You know, you get to know who they are. I mean, I try to mix it up a lot, but I'm going to tell you honest between me and you, I literally will almost play any first 2 cards. And I love my first 2 cards to be suited. Like a pair of diamonds. Be nice if it's ace king of diamonds. I win a lot of hands by what we call 5 of 1 suit. I win a lot of hands with them flushes. And they're usually like a 6-10 or a 6-8. A hearts. Then it comes ace king 6. Hearts. Still carrying 20 viewers. I'm not doing bad. Hope I'm not freezing up since I'm playing with Windstream now. I know the last week I froze up once or twice. I'm surprised you're still awake, David. Yeah, I just lost 2 viewers. Y'all, I think I'm going to get off here this morning. I appreciate y'all coming out and seeing Big Larry on a Sunday morning. I've been here an hour and a half. Just talking to everybody, saying hi and everyone. Big Larry's going to get up and move around a little bit. Stretch some legs out. Now that I got my big boy home, he can help me stand up more. So I'm hoping that helps a lot better too now. But I'll see you all tomorrow. Peace out from the big show.